Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo. It is Sunday, and we are back for more Violet Evergarden. We're on episode 4. We just became a real auto memory doll. We kind of were before, but now we're going to become a fine auto memory doll, a first-rate auto memory doll, and that's pretty awesome. The last couple episodes were just fantastic, just kind of wonderful. We met this sort of extraordinarily cute, really cool character named Luculia, who had a brother who was in the war and ended up with some severe PTSD and other stuff, and tried to self-medicate with lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of alcohol, which never really goes well and didn't for him. But she, as an auto memory doll in training herself, had a severe difficulty with expressing her own feelings, her own emotions toward her brother, and those were emotions of gratitude and thankfulness and love. And after much struggle and initially failing out of the auto memory doll course that she was in, Violet managed to actually understand the emotions of her newfound friend and expressed those to her brother in a little letter that she delivered without consent, but it had the desired effect, and they're back together, and everything is hunky dory. I mean, there's work to be done, but it's all better. I really hope that we see Luculia again, or Rukuria, whatever you'd prefer. I don't really care. I hope we see her again. I do have the kind of a feeling that she's sort of a one-off character, which is really unfortunate because it's like the best character design. Kyoani, why? It's not fair. It's not fair. Why do you make such gorgeous fucking characters? Ah. But anyway, enough about that. Now we are a real auto memoir doll. We have succeeded at having a little bit of empathy, and I don't know what comes next. I assume another mission, another goal. We've got a briefcase with a typewriter in it and some other stuff, and we're off to the races, I suppose. I feel like this is sort of the starting line. This is where we actually get going on Violet's journey through this world and through the different characters she's going to meet. Let's go ahead and dive on in and find out. How about that? I've got episode 4 of Violet Evergarden up and ready to go. It's 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction video. I am once again using the Komorebi release. I hope that's a good idea. If it's not, continue to let me know. Nobody has let me know, so I'm going to just go ahead and assume that it's a good release. 2 versions. There will be a picture-in-picture version, which you can find linked in the description, and a timer-based version up on YouTube. If you want to sync up your own copy of the episode with the timer-based version, you are welcome to do so. Just get your copy ready, because the beep beep timer to count you down will be coming at you right now. Hmm. Hmm. Kazari. Oh. You gonna bring Violet along? Sarah Flolent. Bye. Yeah, why did they choose you? Mm-hmm. Oh man, the little hair bumps. Mm-hmm. What is that? Yeah, just like, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oof. Catch, 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 catch. Nice catchy? No? Cliffhanged into the OP. Great. Hmm. All right. Hmm. I'm sure they'll pull through. Oh, no catchy. Oh, so have to bring Violet with you to actually do the tippity tappity tippity tappity. Hmm. Simple country girl, eh? Ooh. Hmm. Resource war. So not ideological. Yeah. Oh, in the war? Yeah. Yeah, but I have a feeling you're going to get to understand her a little better on this trip. Humid. Used to military outfits, yeah. Eh, eh. City girl comes home to the country town, eh? Hey, Ox. I just fell down some stairs. That's also not. Yep. Shut up, Violet. Oh. Okay. I brought a human typewriter. Why did that give me feels? Why? What? Music. But yes. Hey, same, dude. Yeah, but. No. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Hmm. Do it right this time. Oh. That is one conniving mom. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Clickety clackety, clickety clackety. Yeah. Yeah, let the kids look. Hmm. Anybody awkward on there? Maybe a childhood friend, love interest that they're trying to definitely set you up with in town. Uh-huh. Oh boy. I'm a career woman. What the fuck? They mean so well. No. Yo, fuck y'all. Oh. Seems to. Mm-hmm. Gonna do it anyway. Okay. Dude, it's a farming community. You can offer tons of special stuff. Fresh food is awesome. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, nothing special, eh? Oh, this is the party, yes? Okay, okay, okay. We skip a little bit. Reina? Kumiko? What are you doing here? uh, I mean, they're obviously no, but I want to believe. Ah, Mom, please. Mom, stop. I mean, yeah, there are a whole bunch of Ikemen here. That's great. She wants to be a fucking doll and do her own thing. Let her. Aww. So that's him. Right? I didn't miss that his name was Iman. Yeah, okay. Nice going, Violet. Yeah, you kind of goofed a little, but good move. Oh, wow. That was a great cut. Ow. Yeah. There is a lack of communication here. I wonder who's going to solve it. Yeah, complete no comprehension. The little mud on the shoe. And why not? Yeah. But can you understand it yourself? Oh, that would do it. That would do it. And how long ago was that? Oof. Been better. You happened to her. Parents, please. I know you mean super well. Think about what she wants, yo. That always helps. That's not what I want. Wow, that braid looks awesome. Oh. Not really. That's why I'm doing this. Ah, oh, poor thing. Both of them. You will. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, Violet. She does put all of her feelings into words, though. Yeah. You should be saying that to your mother. Hmm. Ooh. Yeah. Real talk. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Maybe he's gay. It happens. How much older than you is he? Ooh. Ouch. Ouchie. Ouchie, ouchie. Yeah. I know that feeling, girl. Oh, and that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Probably, but it was a different. Yeah. And finally, you can understand each other just a little bit. Exactly. Mm hmm. Mm hmm. And she didn't know what the hell that meant. Mm hmm. Awesome. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Nice. Nice. All right. Good fucking letter. Good letter. But recontextualized. Not something you need to hide. Yeah, but it was your feelings. It's a service. Irises. Cute. 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 Hmm. Yeah, Violet. It was a good letter. Mm-hmm. Oh. Hi, bees. Hello, bees. Hmm. Hmm. Violet. All the flower symbolism. Oh. Hmm. That walk cycle is so good. Okay. First thing to discuss is going to be Hanakotoba on Iris. Obviously. Iris. Good news, glad tidings, and loyalty. And Violet is honesty. Uh-huh. That fits. Hmm. All right. That was a lovely episode. A lot of things stood out about it to me, but first things first. Iris is message. I just forgot it. Iris message honesty. No, good news, glad tidings, and loyalty, along with messages. While Violet is just honesty, at least as listed on Wikipedia, which are both very fitting. I really like this episode because it took a character that I didn't really understand, which is Iris, and opened up her background to me a little bit. And I think that's great, and I can't wait to do that with more of these characters. We did the same thing in, I think it was 2 episodes ago, with totally forgot her name, short-haired Erica. Uh yeah. And this one very much the same kind of situation where we go from a complete lack of understanding to just a smidgen of understanding through seeing her life, seeing where she came from, seeing some of her experiences. The core story here, the pair of core stories, the one of love and rejection, and no explanation given for it, and honestly none needed. It's something that we as viewers maybe want is like an explanation, like why would he say no to this girl? It doesn't really matter. And in the same way, it doesn't really matter if you're the person getting rejected. It's rough, but there's a reason to just like respect other people's feelings in a situation like this. But the major conflict of the episode comes to her parents not understanding where she's at and where she's trying to go. And part of that is because she's a liar about it. She's trying to make herself out to be more successful and more good and more beloved in the city than she really is. And I think this is a common thing amongst young people going out into the world. It echoes some of the emails I've sent home when I was working as a programmer in Silicon Valley, and it was a struggle. And I would send back like, "Ah, oh, everything's going great, doing awesome," and in some ways I was, but in some ways I wasn't, and it's hard to be honest about the difficulties you're having, even to the people that you can most be honest to, and it's difficult. It's difficult, but it's important. It's it's important because otherwise it leads to confusion. It leads to problems. The whole situation of them wanting her to come home and get married and settle down and go back to her life, to them makes perfect sense, but to her is a travesty. She's just beginning her journey into being an auto memoir doll, and she has goals and dreams and careers and ambitions. I would guess that this would resonate more heavily with women who are trying to make their way in the world and trying to found careers for themselves. But I think it resonates for anybody who's got parents who have their own goals and dreams and ambitions for their children. It's a difficult thing to shrug off. It's a difficult thing to tell your parents that I know you mean well, but you need to respect what I want out of my life because it is my life and not yours to live vicariously through me. And it's not always the case that the norms and behaviors and societal expectations of your generation are the same as those of mine, or that I respect any of them. So I want to do my thing. Let me do my thing for a little while. And if it doesn't work, we'll talk again. But I want to make sure that I give it a shot. I think that's a really solid message built into this little story of this episode. One thing that I really liked about the very beginnings of this episode, once where it happens on the train ride specifically, and it's sort of a little a little tiny side thing, but it's one that's indicative of one of Violet's major strengths, and so I wanted to talk about it here. It's when Iris apologizes to her for something that she's not responsible for, and Violet doesn't understand why. Um, I think maybe this resonates better in a Japanese context because of the propensity that the Japanese people have for being apologetic for things that they're not responsible for. Um, but what stood out to me and what I wrote down was bluntness enables Violet to point out social norms that are odd. In this case, it's apologizing for something that Iris has zero responsibility for. Violet's lack of understanding and her sort of dictionary definition of an apology doesn't allow her to understand why somebody would use "I'm sorry" as their means of condolences, right? We say "I'm sorry" for like a loss in your family or for anything bad that happens to you. One of our default things to do is say "I'm sorry" when it's not really applicable. It's just become sort of an odd social norm that we go to because it's, well, for a variety of reasons, but I would say because it's easy, because it's the first thing that's easy to say. And the intent is I empathize with you, right? The intent is I feel a little bit of your pain. I can't understand it completely, but I understand. I'm here for you. But it's so much better to try to say something like that than it is to default to something as watered down, let's say, because it's not meaningless. It still holds that same meaning to say I'm sorry, but it's watered down by overuse, I'd say. Uh, I think it's maybe a little bit of a lesson here when somebody is talking about stressors or difficulties or pain that they're experiencing or have experienced. I'm sorry is maybe not the best thing to say. It's in one ear and out the other. It runs through us. It doesn't matter, and it doesn't really express your intent. So, a thoughtful moment to think about what you really want to say, and not going for something like "my condolences" or "I'm sorry" is maybe something that can really make somebody understand how you feel about that. So, I just wanted to mention this. It also indicates something very interesting about Violet in this world and the character choices that have been made around her, like to make her an interesting character. Just her endless bluntness and her lack of comprehension in and of itself forces people to try and reconsider the way that they express themselves and what they're actually trying to say and what they're actually trying to express. And I think that's lovely. Um Again, a gorgeous episode. There was one moment in this one that did take my breath away, and it's this sequence where she does the beautiful curtsy, and it's shown to us in a sequence of like ultra close-ups on specific elements of the curtsy, the heel back, the skirt up, and then her hair in the wind. And what makes this whole thing tie together, I think, is the musical swell that builds up behind it. But the whole sequence is just gorgeous, and I really like it. The whoosh of wind going past. I am Violet Evergarden. That took my breath away for a second. And then it's contrasted with her. Hey, I'm a doll too. What the hell, man? Dad! Dad! Yeah. Violet also realizes a little bit of something about Gilbert's "I love you." That it takes courage. That it's not an easy thing to say. That it's something so difficult to say that if it's rejected, you want to run away and hide in a hole and die. That it's important. She still doesn't understand what it means, and she won't for a while, I don't think, because that's such a core element of her desire to be a memory doll and to go on this entire adventure. It'll probably be in the last couple of episodes when any part of this really clicks, but she's gaining puzzle pieces. She's gaining bits and pieces of, like, at least she knows that this "I love you" is a powerful, meaningful thing to the person who says it. And to go so far as to say "I love you" means something. What that is, she doesn't know. Just a wonderful episode. I'm not going to go and find it, but I like the pair of moments when she steps in the puddle. The first one where she's coming from this attitude of like, I'm a city girl. I do my city things. I'm doing great. everything's good. And then she steps in this puddle immediately coming home, and it's like, oh my god, back to the mucky, icky, gross, muddy countryside, and it stained my literal physical representation of my city life, the high heels that I'm wearing, something that's impractical in a country society. And then on the way out, she steps in the same puddle or a similar puddle and smiles. Because it's not something that necessarily tarnishes her. It's something that she can build on. It's something that is a part of her. And it's not a stain, it's a mark of pride. I really like that. It's a little cute visual thing that works really well, and it was solid. Solid. Okay, I feel like another. Do you feel like another? I want to watch another. Let's watch episode 5 as well. I'm going to take a quick break, do a syncy thing, and be back in a moment for episode 5. See ya in just a moment. Peace. All right, welcome back. We are good to go, all synced up for episode 5 of Violet Evergarden. This previous episode, we investigated Iris, her past, her family, and a previous love, unrequited. And this time, I don't know what we're going to do. Let's find out. Beep beep timer. Is this present day, present time? Oh, hi. Mm-hmm. So, present day, present time. War is brewing. Echoing World War I into World War II. Public love letters? Okay. So, important as fuck. A lot writing on this, and we're sending Violet. Oh boy. All right. Welcome to kind of Francie, kind of Italian-y. I don't know. Kind of Francie. And fancy. Lots of hopes. Ugh. Reminds me of K-On! Episode 1 with dappled lighting. Hi. Very serious angle. Damn, being sent on a mission this important, Violet is moving up. Oh. So, who is this princess? Is she bucking at the restraints? Uh-huh. Oh boy. How do you feel about that? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. A little bit. Oh boy. Is that a camellia? All right. I sure hope not. Well, yeah. Good question. Oh. What? What? Again. Wait, what? All right. Sure. Kosher. Right. Yeah, Hola's Flugel, whatever. She's 14? There sure are. Hmm. Ooh. It could be worse. That could be a problem. But I don't know what it means, so like, well. Ultra honest. Lots of war. No. Amazing. Oh boy. It's not gonna be good enough. City of Flowers. All right. So this is the letter. No understanding of what they mean though. You ever been in love? Okay. Will there be a response? Yeah, okay. Hmm. Okay. Oh. Uh oh. Who's writing them? Kalia? Oh, what's up? What's up? Hmm. She out the window? No. She's not there. Oh, she's there. Okay, never mind. Hmm. 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 Closest thing to a real mother you really have, right? Mm-hmm. God, her hair is awesome. Painting of the mother on the queen mother. That makes it worse. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But I am a machine. I need input. I need inputs. Oh, he's reading them. I think it does. Are we gonna try something bold and crazy? Yes, please. Honesty, right now. I can try. Ah. Ah. Right. You are an instrument, a tool, you could say, of the state. But Drossel? Or Flugel. That's what I meant. Oh. He seems alright. That's him, right? It's gotta be. Woohoo! Honesty in the letter, man. And the moon and the flowers. That's what you should do in the letter. Let's go, Violet. Yeah. Honesty. Sure, sure. Wow, so you made this. Okay. No, but it helped. All right. Not what I expected, but awesome. Cool. Honesty. You already did. Hmm. Hmm. And that's what the letter should say. I will write you a letter. Oh. I recognize his doll's pros. It's written by him. For realsies. She reached out to. Uh huh. All right. With heart. Yeah, screw the flowery prose. Hey, same. Perfect. Uh huh. Oh, wow. It's almost like it is. Yep. I mean, depends on what you mean by that. Now the people are rooting for it. Ah, I see. I think you can. No, has nothing to do with that. First person who ever did. Aren't we all? Beginning to interrupt each other. Ooh, nice. Nice. Called out. Lovely. Oh, I think you did good. Yeah, it's perfect. Well, now. Well, now. Let's just see. Let's just see how this goes. Ah. Ooh. And without any lies, there won't be any disappointment. Hey, what's up? Just say it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. Yes. Nah. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. And you facilitated it. She's already up. Haha, gotcha. Yeah, but it's so much fun. Sure. White and red mingled together. Aww. Yeah. No. Hmm. Improper. Oh, hi. It was you. I think vice versa. We made this shit happen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Red and white. All right, I need to find that flower. The white flower. I don't think it's camellia. No, it's not a camellia. They don't have the stamen in the center. Or pistils or whatever it is. The yellow thing. It's kind of like a magnolia, but yellow in the center. Could be a magnolia. Oh, jeez. I just paused. Oh, jeez. Okay. There's an after credits. I messed that up. I'll figure out a way to make it not that bad in editing. What? Oh. Oh, the brother. Yeah. Yeah. Of your men? Aren't you? Yeah. Whoa, that's an ominous little ending thing. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hello, Dietfried Bougainvillea. I guess you're the thorns of the family. Fuck Bougainvillea thorns. Long ass, awful thorns. All right, I'm searching for Flower Violet Evergarden episode 5. Iris Bougainvillea? No. Oh, it's a camellia. We are gonna go ahead and call it a camellia. That's a little odd because camellias don't have that distinctive yellow thing, I don't think. Oh, they do. They can. Never mind. I'm wrong. I'm just wrong. Okay, yeah, it's a camellia. It's a white camellia. Okay, and then camellia, white. Yellow is longing, which would make sense, but white is waiting. Okay. White camellia hana kotoba. Uh-huh. 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 Adoration and loveliness as well. Okay. Yeah, those all fit. Those work. That works. Cool. And then Bougainvillea passion. Okay. Sure. Dietfried, though. Wow, we went really far all in on the flower symbolism in this episode with there were red roses, right? Which are just love, right? It's, yeah, love in love. Okay, cool. Real simple for the prince. A little bit less simple for the princess, but all in all, a relatively simple episode as far as the thing that actually happens here. I mean, it's still wonderful to watch, and it's great to see these people who feel like they need to communicate via sort of official channels in sort of official, flowery ways, enabled to speak honestly to one another, to really find what's important in setting up a relationship like this. The one thing that I was surprised by, I didn't whenever I see like an arranged marriage princess waiting for a guy to doing the thing, it's almost always I mean it's a trope. It's almost a cliche that it's being forced, right? We discover over the course of this episode that it's quite an inversion of that stereotype of that cliche, and that she is the one initiating this thing. She genuinely likes this dude and has been pushing for this marriage of more than convenience, and that's kind of wonderful. I don't know what it says socially about the whole idea of marriage as convenience, but we're in a very different setting, in a very different time, in a very different situation, and so making it that way removes all of my reservations and makes me root for it. Uh, Big shock in the episode. Violet is 14. Huh? What? How old are the other girls in the Auto Memoir doll service? Are Erica and Iris around the same age? It would kind of make sense. Iris seems to be like a year or two older, probably. Catalia is obviously a lot more mature, is probably in her 20s, maybe late 20s. I mean, obviously, right? Damn it, KyoAnnie. What the fuck? I would have put Violet at like 18, 19, but she is a child. They are all children. Holy shit. big shock. Also, sorry if there's noise. It sounds like, I don't know what it sounds like. It sounds like somebody's mowing their lawn outside, but it also sounds like a plane going by. Yeah, it sounds like a plane going by. Okay, sorry if there's weird background noise. This whole scene is lovely. This whole episode is rather lovely. Violet's bluntness and honesty and willingness to tell the princess, given the situation, given that the princess has symbolically taken her tiara off and has asked her to allow them to speak honestly and openly to one another, which is wonderful. Yeah, she utilizes that honestness, that bluntness to tell her what she really thinks, which is you should tell him what you really think. Write a real handwritten letter, not something else. And she uses her connections with Kaguya to actually make that happen and ensure that the prince sends the first shot, fires the first shot in this little moment. I think the thing that I like most about this episode is the little cutaways that we do as they're back and forthing. The little cutaways that we do to a couple of characters in the world, the specifically the blonde soldier who first introduces Violet in, and having them start like really getting behind the whole relationship and like, no, you gotta tell her what you really feel, man. Come on. It's kind of great. And you know, face palming as the princess is like, I'm just a crybaby. I'm like an ordinary girl. And this is all, it's really wonderful. It's really wonderful. I mean, it flies in the face of a lot of the things that monarchies do to try and make sure that they seem like they're well above their people, but it's a more interesting storyline, I think, and I think a really well executed one. Another thing that I really like about the episode is the presence of this Alberta character, the maid, the court maid, who has been really a mother to this princess the entire time. And I think that's really, really sort of underlined by the complete absence of the actual king and queen in the episode. They do not exist as far as the episode is concerned, except in paintings. They are just a sort of looming specter in the background. They do not ever interact with their daughter. They do not ever interact with Violet. They do not ever take any sort of interest in this whole circumstance. Even when we see her birthday party, she is shown alone, and the suitors are and other people at the party are shown shaded, everybody except for him, except for the one guy. So I think that really sort of instills into us this feeling of loneliness that the princess is dealing with, and makes the appearance of this kind soul who sort of treats her like she's a human being a little bit, and is like, all right, you can cry, it's fine. It's nice to see you not acting like a doll on a pedestal. It's kind of cool, kind of like that about you, and that ends up being the solution to their whole thing. Pretty wonderful. Now this ending scene. So we arrive off the boat and we are immediately greeted by somebody who is spiteful and hateful toward you, and says, "You who killed so many of my men." That's interesting. I thought they were on the same side of the war. When did she kill his men? Did that happen? I don't know. Weird. But immediately puts himself at odds with Violet, and sort of a specter of the darkness of her past. I imagine that we're going to be seeing this character more and more in the future. We met him before as the person who introduced her to her major, his brother, and was very adamant about insisting that she is nothing but a tool to be used and discarded as you please. Gilbert, what a gift for you. Instantly do not like this guy. He seems like the kind of character who's going to try to, one, drag Violet down for his own self-satisfaction to make himself feel better, and two, to try and like, I have a feeling that what his purpose in the story is going to be is to be like, as Violet comes to understand her emotions, he's going to be somebody who tries to show her again, for his own sadistic self-satisfaction, that the things that she was doing as just a tool should haunt her, right? There's something really creepy about that. But I think that's where we're going with this. That just seems to be like, I don't know where I get that idea, but that's like what I imagine him doing, is trying to be like, oh, so now you don't want to be a tool, now you want to actually have feelings. Well, have feelings for all the people you've murdered. Ha ha ha, fuck you. And I'm gonna guess that he probably blames her for his brother's death. Don't know how much he actually cares about his brother. Don't know how twisted this character really is, but I have a feeling he probably blames her to some extent for his brother's death. I hope that he's not the one to deliver the news to her eventually, that he's not coming back. But we'll see. And I think it goes without saying that the entire episode is freaking gorgeous. Some wonderful shots. The whole aesthetic of the princess, like, buried in stuffed animals and sort of like climbing out of that is kind of lovely. And then eventually getting out of that completely by the end of the episode, being awake when Alberta already walks in, excited and ready to meet the world. Lovely. And of course, gorgeous sets, gorgeous locations, flowers everywhere. I mean, this is the floweriest of the episodes we've had so far, for sure. I mean, there are flowers scattered around the room when she first comes in. There are flowers in her hair. There's a flower on her tiara. There are flowers outside in the gardens. She is sitting amongst flowers. There are flowers outside in the gardens when she meets the dude. He's essentially symbolized by red flowers. She's symbolized by white flowers and the things that they all come with. Almost every character has a flower on them in the episode. It's pretty crazy. A little overboard, honestly. And then a gorgeous scene where she actually bows a little bit to Alberta, showing her affection and love for this character who has been, for all intents and purposes, her mother, as she leaves and goes on her way. I hope we get some more focus on Catelia, because she's really cool. And she really grew on me in this last scene that she had, where she was like, you really owe me one. Maybe buy me some lunch. Buy me some meat. That would be nice. I like that. I like her. All right. Really solid pair of episodes. I have to say that I liked the first one that we watched a little bit better than this one. This one, the core story, once it clicked, was like, oh, okay, this is where we're going with this. This is going to work. That's fine. The Iris story was a little bit more complicated, I think, although the ramifications were much smaller. I think that so far this show has really shone for me in the smaller, more intimate, more personal stories. And while this story of these two characters meeting and being interested in one another and then blooming that into love in the public eye was a fantastic one and is intimate and personal, it feels a little broader scope and maybe doesn't resonate as well with somebody who is not a prince or a princess. I don't know. And in any case, two gorgeous episodes, two bits of realizations for Violet, and one spooky cliffhanger that we'll probably see some more of come next week, but we're going to wait until next week to move along with the show. So, I've been Teeaboo. This has been Violet Evergarden, episodes 4 and 5. I hope you've enjoyed them as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next week when we watch a couple of more. See you there. Peace.